Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to get into the month of May. It's Mother's Day and this is a gorgeous kit that Sara Marie put out. I love the peaches. It is just so cute and absolutely love how this sticker kit turned out. I'm just obsessed with it. I love looking at it. I think it's the theme for my entire month. So I'll show you a flip through of all my budgets, but this is the monthly budget video where we're just going to plan and estimate how much income we're coming in for the month of May and how estimate the amount of expenses, whether it's in bills or spending for the month of May, and come up with a number that should be left over or is available to use throughout the month for special things such as Mother's Day. Don't forget to give love to your mother. Just love on them, because they are definitely hard workers. I know I am most of the time. All the worrying they do is definitely worth loving on them. Let's go ahead and flip through real quick. I have my monthly page set up. I have my sinking funds set up. I did spend quite a bit out of last month's sinking funds bill. And there we go. I took money out of tech. I took money out of Canva because that charge came through and our trash came through. So that was the adjustments. And here are the new numbers. And then this will be the new deposit for the month of May. The month of May. And so the only thing I don't know is the dividends, and that will happen here pretty soon. So I will see that. This is my dashboard page. I think it's really cute the way she has this set up, and yeah, I love that I can track me and my family's medical stuff expenses right here, and that's what I put there. Savings tracker is here, and then May budget. This is where we're going to put the May budget and do all the math and the work. I've already put down all the descriptive information, and I kind of came up with this checkbox list because some of the transactions happen multiple times throughout the month. That way I can fit it all on one page. That was the goal. And I have my fixed and variable expenses set up. Let's see here. Oops. That's not supposed to be in here. This is just how I mock budget for like paycheck 1, paycheck 2. So 1 and 2, I haven't written anything, but I have all my lines down. 3, there's only 3 paycheck periods for us this month. I have my weekly check-in set up, and then I have my monthly calendar for the weekly check-in, so I can put all my expense stickers down. And then I've only put one page, or I only have one page back here. This is what comes with the notebook. You get 8 pages after the beginning. I actually have to add 2 or 3 from an old notebook to fit all my budget in here, because I do my spending tracker and budget, which is my credit card transaction log basically, but she doesn't have a sticker that says that, so, and I want the color to match, so I use spending tracker as my credit card log, and I write my own headers at the top. I'm actually thinking about doing what I did here with my own machine and cut out stickers like I did here for this to go across the top. So that's going to be cool. And that is what my it's a sticker book, what my stickers look like in my, for the month of May. So there you go. If you're looking for these, go to Sara Marie stickers on Etsy and order your own set. You will not be disappointed. I am so excited. So let's get into this month. I have all my stickers laid down. The reason I lay everything down on a calendar is because I need to know what bills happen on what paycheck period. So payday is always the first of the month for us. We get military retirement and VA disability. My husband was Navy active duty for 20 years, so he gets a pension every month. That all happens at the first of the month. My son has SSI. He pays us rent out of his SSI, and this is what we keep to buy his groceries, pay his medical, goes to the mortgage and all the utilities and all the things. So salary, these are 2 salary checks that my husband have. He'll have it on the 5th and he'll have it on the 19th. 19th. So those are the paydays. And now I know from the 1st through the 4th will be paycheck 1, paycheck 2 will be the 5th through the 18th, and paycheck 3 will be the 19th through the 31st, which is a lot longer time period. So it's going to be a little different month, because normally the third pay of the month is closer to the last few days of the week, but now it's kind of shifted just based on the calendar and his every other Friday paycheck. But we are always good with that. So now that I know where everything is, what the income is going to look like, where it is on the calendar for my paycheck periods, I can take all this information and we're going to take it all and we're going to put it here on my May monthly budget. So that's what we're going to work on right now. So I'm going to zoom you guys in so you can see what I'm writing. Okay, the May budget. So as you can see, I've written all those different income streams right here. I like to separate them because when I combine them, I make more mistakes. And that was something I learned about myself. I have to have everything written out. I have to be able to see it. It has to make sense and all of those things. So that's what I'm doing here. Military retirement. Let me get my notes page ready. All right, I found my notes. It took me a second, but I found it. So paycheck 1 is combination of military retirement, VA disability, and rent. So we're going to start with those. Military retirement, my husband receives $1,759.30. The only time this number changes is when they do a cost of living adjustment going from December into January for the first of the year, and it takes January and February those payments for them to adjust a little bit for cost of living. So they always send you a letter on what that difference is so you can expect it and things like that. VA disability, my husband receives, he's considered 90%. I can't explain VA disability very well, but I do know he gets $2,353.39 because he is still able to work and everything. You know, they put him at 90%, I think. But he has a lot of things that are lifelong that were brought on by the Navy that needs to be taken care of. And the VA in our area has done a beautiful job, and I am so thankful that we are here and they are taking care of my husband. Rent, let's see, my son pays $774, and I need to put / dividend. So this checking account is part of a credit union, and at the credit union they do give us like pennies for the account, and it's either 2 or 3 cents, and I like to track it because it throws me off when I don't, and I do exact change because that's just how I am wired. That's just what works for me. If you do the round up or round down and it works, and you like how it leaves a buffer in your account and it doesn't have to match, then that's great. I wish my brain would do that, but it doesn't. So more than welcome to do that. And then my husband's salary checks, they don't change unless he gets a bonus. And he did get a bonus this past month, and we were really surprised on how much that was. But his salary is $2,552.36. He'll get that twice. There we go. Oh, I am writing very messy. I do apologize. I don't have my book at an angle, and I'm trying to write without being at an angle. It's kind of weird. 55236. There we go. All right, and I'm going to put 0 here for other. And that's just because I don't estimate things that I don't know are going to come in or hope to come in. I want the lowest amount possible. And since most of this income is fixed every month and it does not change, we are good here. So I'm going to total this up. Let's slide this over a little bit and find out how much income we have coming in that we can work with for our monthly budget. Okay, so on average, every month, our income equals out to $9,950. $1,291.41. And that is the bare minimum that we get currently right now. The job my husband has is a well-paying job, but it's only a contracting job, and he has 3 years left on the contract. So we'll see what happens. And he has thought about, finding a different job, and when he does, we know we will have to transition into a lesser paying job, and that is fine with us. Approaching retirement years, you want to work less and enjoy life more. So there you go. Here we are with this. So mortgage. What I did here was anything that had multiple times in the month, I put a little checkbox. So there's 4 times that we tithe for our income stream. A military retirement that is tithed to 2 items, 2 organizations. One's a food pantry, one's a pregnancy center that helps women, especially single women who need help and who are pregnant who want help. So they have ultrasounds, they have all kinds of things there. It's really great. They help you with whatever appointments or doctors and stuff like that. So we like contributing to that kind of organization that's willing to help someone that chooses that. Let's see, VA disability goes to this Greater Europe mission here. We don't tithe the rent that comes in because that actually goes to pay the bills. It's not extra income for us. It actually pays for things. A salary check. So 2 of these come out of the military retirement, and then 1 salary check tithing and another salary check tithing. So that is how we do that. And then 3 times with each paycheck period, here, and here, I do a Roth savings. And then every week, every Friday, we try to go. Okay, I'm back. My battery died, so I left off with Dr. Odell. He's our chiropractor. We try to go every Friday. I have check boxes, so that allows me to leave like just a total here. And if it needs to be adjusted, I can adjust it in the actuals. Where tithing and Roth, there is no adjustment necessary because it's the same pretty much at the beginning of the month. I know exactly what we're going to do. That doesn't change. But over here, these could change. And then HelloFresh. That is a weekly thing. It's a weekly grocery delivery. And so I just go ahead and put what the week would total at the regular price, and if I add anything to it, I can make the add-on adjustments here in the actual. So that's how the budget. And this is my spending categories. I have grocery, household, restaurants, miscellaneous, gasoline, copay for medical, and unbudgeted. And if I forgot anything or a bill pops up I don't remember or didn't think about, it's right here. I can add to it. Or if something I wasn't expecting and I decide to do a line item for it, I can put it here. Okay, so now we're going to go over the totals of all these things. I'm going to fill these in. Mortgage, we're going to start with that. $2,477.67. That is our mortgage payment. Our mortgage amount is less than that because I add $550 on top of what our mortgage payment is, so we can have it paid off within 15 years instead of 30 years, because my husband and I will be approaching 65 at that point, or already 65, and who wants a mortgage at that point in their life? I know I don't. So that is what we're doing there. Spectrum, that is our cable, internet, and phone for the house, $192.32. This summer, I might just reduce it just to internet. I like the cable that they have, but I might just reduce it to internet and get Sling again. That was a fine streaming service that I liked as well. Especially if the price changes and goes up. Now that we've been here for several months, I know in July, I think, because we bought the house in August. That's when we will make a determination on that. My husband has Amazon Music, and he loves it and all his stuff, digital stuff, so that's $9.53. Water, I just got the bill today, $50.21. We average about $50 a month, so I can pretty much guess that. Greater Europe Mission is a tithe for the VA disability, and that is $257.75. It's a tithe and offering because that's a little bit more than 10% of that, but they just had a baby, the missionaries, last year, and we wanted to give a little bit more so that they can be fully supported. And as long as they're missionaries, we will be supporting them. That's just how this works for us. Let's see, HP Instant Ink is $6.35 a month. I don't print as much as I used to, but I still do some printing. Geico is $169.05. AT&T is $261.90 for 4 phones, and 2 of those phones are on a purchase plan for 36 months. So $30 of that is actually that part. Life insurance, $87.56. Discovery Plus is one of our streaming that our family loves, and I don't think that will ever go away. $6.99 a month. Sinking funds, this month we're doing $348.68. A little bit different total just because I was adjusting a few things and increasing some areas and decreasing others. So the sinking funds are doing well, but it's just a slight adjustment based on what the numbers were telling me last month. USCCA is my husband's subscription, $39.17. iTunes is my storage, $2.99. Vivint is our home security system, that is $65.82. And then tithe totals. So I got to go back and look. Tithe is going to be $68.70 or $7. So what that is actually breaking down to, 2 of them is $175 plus $256 plus $256, and that's where that number comes from. So that's all 3 of the pay periods tithing. And then Humana Health, did I put that on here? Oh my goodness, I actually forgot to, oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Humana Health, I put water. I don't know why I thought that was water. That's not, that's my son's health insurance. I don't know if we're going to have it. We'll see. $570, there we go. Whew, almost made a big mistake there. My water is over here. And then Roth IRA, so every paycheck I put $171, or pay period, times 3 times a month, that's $513. So that's what that is here, $513. And then I can check the check boxes if I've made the transfer, because that's how this works. Either it's auto draft or I went in and paid a bill, and then the Roth, I just transfer it to our money market account. I've already fully funded for 2023. This Roth that I'm saving for is for me to fully fund in January 2024 my Roth for the year. So that's, I like to do it up front and not by the month and transfer like during the month. I'd rather pay it all at once than up front. So that's just kind of how I work mine. Water, now that I'm in the right place, that was $50.21. All right, and then the electric, I'm gonna budget $200, and I don't know what it's going to be yet. It's been below $200, so I wouldn't imagine it would be $200, but I don't know the amount yet. So when I do, I'll put the actual right there, and then the numbers will fall in line. So Dr. Odell is $70 a week times 4 weeks. Is it 4 Fridays or 5 Fridays? I gotta make sure. Hold on. I don't want to mess that up. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Fridays. So we're good there. And that is $280. Now, if we skip a week, and I just realized this, we probably will skip a week. I still will budget this way in case we pick a different day. But this week, Mother's Day weekend, I don't know. Well, we might have time to do our chiropractic care before we drive to my father-in-law's, because my mother is coming into town and her family live right there, and the same area that my husband's family lives. So I'm gonna have Mother's Day with my mom and my mother-in-law. So that's going to be awesome, and probably my grandmother. I might go see her that day. If not, I will definitely see her on the 22nd. So I just realized I got to budget more for gas. I don't think I've budgeted enough for gas. So there's going to be 2 trips to that to be with family. So I'm gonna add. I'll add it in just a second when I get to it. So HelloFresh is $69.93 times 4. Do I have the right one? Yeah, $279.72. This is gonna reduce my. This is what I'm reducing my groceries from, because it is a grocery delivery service. 72, and instead of 1,300, let's see, which is what I've been doing for groceries. That's 1,020 left over. I'm gonna do 1,100. I want to give myself a little bit more wiggle room because it's the holidays, and yeah, I want to give myself $1,100. So hopefully that'll be enough for the month. Restaurants, I'm just gonna keep. We'll probably go out to eat. So. And be out of town. How do I budget for that? So I'm going to put $600 here because I know if I don't, I'll be over budget. So that's more than what I pre-planned for. So we'll see. Miscellaneous, I'll still leave it at 5. Hopefully I can stay under budget in that, and that'll compensate for some of the spending in those 2 categories. And then gas, I definitely need. What did I spend so far in gas? This month. I'm going to pull up my Every Dollar app. I use all kinds of stuff to track all this. Let's see. I'm in April, and so far in April in gasoline we spent $324.95. So I might just do $350 and call it a day. So there we go. Gas is going to be $350. Because I got to make 2 trips up there, and where they're at is 2 hours from my house. Copay, I'm going to do $75 again. That was enough for last month, and I don't have any appointments that need a copay for this month. Well, maybe my husband, he might have one. I don't know, I'll check. But even if it did, it's still enough to cover it. And then 0 for unbudgeted. This is just a placeholder, so when I do have an actual unbudgeted, it actually goes right there. Now we can do the totals. Oh my Lord. Whew. This is exhausting. All right, let's start with this column. I'm going to total it up and give you that number, and then I'll do the other, and then we'll find out what's left over. Especially since I just increased all my categories for spending. Oh, Lord. I pray I get through this month. All right, let me total this up. I'll be right back. Okay, so for the first column here, I have $5,695.78 for my fixed expenses. All right, it's hard to write when it's on the edge like that. So now I'm going to come over here and do these variable expenses. So I'll be right back. All right, so over here I have $3,433.93. There we go. And so I can take these totals and see if I have enough income that I know is coming in to cover what we have to pay, and then what we are variable in what we're paying. So let me kind of get all this on screen. So $9,991.41 minus the $5,695.78 and minus the $3,433.93. Okay, so that leaves, okay, we have 800 potential savings. So I'm going to put $861.70 is what we think we're going to save or have left over in the buffer of our checking account or transfer to savings. I actually every month at the end of every month zero out what is left. So whatever's left in the month of May, that money goes into savings. I usually do it after the first of the month's check so that there's no zero in my checking account, but I make sure that exact number does get transferred. So that is what I have, and that is my May budget. Okay, so that's all I have for today. This is how my monthly budget is set up. I am going in with confidence because I know I'm not spending every penny of this, and there is somewhat of a buffer for the spending in my checking account. And I pray I can stay in budget, but there's so much going on this month that I probably will be using this in the unbudgeted category because we might have extra eating out, or might have a gift or something that we buy, or cards or things like that I hadn't planned on, especially going to visit family twice in 1 month. Though they're 2 hours away and it's not a lot of spending, it is a lot of money in gas. So I don't know if I have enough budget for that. So that will come out of the buffer of the checking account. And I'm just going to keep all that in mind as we go through the month. So that's where I'm at right now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.